We're here at Marriott Grand Chateau in Las Vegas, Nevada. We've been here a week, and in this video, I'm going to give you my review, what we liked and what we didn't, right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Before we jump into this review here of Marriott Grand Chateau, telling you what we liked and what we didn't during our stay here, I want to let you know on this channel, I provide my knowledge, tips, and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. And even if you don't own timeshare, but you love visiting fantastic timeshare resort properties, I also do villa tours, resort reviews, and resort tours as well. So be sure to stick around, click on that subscribe button down below, and also hit that notification bell and select all, and you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. So it's time to start this. Let's walk around this resort, go up and down through the different floors, and I'll tell you what we liked and what we didn't here at Grand Chateau. All right, I'm now out here in front of Grand Chateau, right across the street from the Miracle Mile shops that are at Planet Hollywood, right across the street, right across Harmon here. And there you can see Grand Chateau behind me. And that is actually our first like, is the proximity to shops and restaurants. Over here, you do have quite a few options for restaurants inside the shops at Miracle Mile. And you also have a Walgreens down there where you can maybe get some basic provisions. But even if you're not going here, just down and around the corner on Las Vegas Boulevard, a lot of additional restaurants. There is a small, very small Target store over there, so you can get some additional items, some pre-made food items, and some additional grocery items there as well. They do have quite a bit in that little store. So we do love the proximity to restaurants, shops, retail, all that kind of stuff here at Grand Chateau. It's not really all that far off the strip. Okay, I'm now out here in front of Marriott's Grand Chateau. It's right behind me, the main entrance here, to talk about like number 2, and that just happens to be free valet parking. I mean, what other resort can you think of that provides free valet parking? Fantastic here. If you're bringing a car, if you're driving, if you're renting, you just pull up, give them your keys, take a valet tag, and they'll park it for you. And then when you need to pick up your car, you scan it inside at one of the kiosks, and then they will come and bring it around for you. So great benefit here. Free valet parking at Grand Chateau. Okay, so now leading off of that last one, bringing us to our first dislike here is that there's no self-parking option. You pretty much have to use their free included valet parking. You can't park yourself, not even an option. So one thing that you kind of notice about this little problem we had is it does take quite a while. We waited about 15 minutes to get our car. So you can't just kind of run down, jump in your car and drive out. You do need to plan for the valets to bring the car around, which also means you're going to be tipping them as well, but that's not really the issue. But just, you can't get out quickly here with the mandatory valet if you have a car, and you can't even call down and ask for your car ahead of time. The kiosks are in the lobby, and you have to scan that ticket that you have in order for them to bring your car around. You can wait in the lobby. There are some screens there that will tell you if your car has arrived, so that's kind of a good thing. But yeah, we're not too big on no self-parking option here at this resort. Okay, so I've come in here into our villa to talk about our dislikes, because most of our dislikes, other than the no self-parking option, they're all in here in the villa. And the first one, which is dislike number 2 about Grand Chateau, is that the villas are pretty small. They don't have a lot of room, and we were actually in 2 different villas just because of a problem that we had. I'll put a link to a video about that right up there. But the first villa we had, it was pretty small. I believe it was over in Tower 1. There's 3 towers here. And the dining room table was pretty big, and it was kind of in the middle of, almost in the middle of the living room anyway. Just not an ideal setup. The villa's kind of small. The studio side of this 2-bedroom lock-off actually does seem to have a fairly good size to it, but overall seems a little small. The living area, the kitchen, just seems a little bit cramped in there. But other than that, not too bad. But yeah, we just think the villas here are a little small. Now, we'll talk about our next dislike number 3 here, the second one in the villa, and that is no balconies. Now, I understand we're in Las Vegas, not very many. In fact, only a couple of resorts along the strip have balconies at the resort in their rooms, and for obvious reasons. But it would be nice if there were balconies here. You could step outside, get some fresh air direct from your villa. I kind of understand why they don't have it, but a bit of a disappointment here with no balcony. Okay, and our last dislike here in this villa, and I don't know if it's our villa or what the issue is, but the internet that we've had this week, the Wi-Fi, it hasn't been very reliable. It went down a couple times. It would kind of cut in and cut out. Not a whole lot, but kind of not what we're expecting. We still managed to use the Wi-Fi pretty successfully, like when it goes out for a half hour to an hour all at one time. A little bit disappointing here. Just not really overly impressed with the Wi-Fi here at the resort. Okay, and while I'm still here in the villa, I want to talk about one of our other likes that we have, that I have at least, because this is pretty important to me, is that the marketplace actually has resort-specific ball caps for the property. Something that we don't see very often at really any of the resorts. In fact, I did a video last year about this, kind of my rant on why they've stopped making resort-specific caps and selling them in the marketplaces at Marriott Vacation Club properties. If you want to see that, I'll put a link to it right up here, but do like that they have ball caps at the marketplace. So now that we've gone through most of our likes and dislikes, we're going to head upstairs to the very tippy top floor of the property to talk about our very last like. All right, I'm up here on the 38th floor, the rooftop pool, to talk about our final like here at Marriott's Grand Chateau, and that just happens to be this rooftop pool. And more so than just the pool, actually having this rooftop area where you can come up and get a great view of the city here, the strip, the Las Vegas strip here in beautiful Las Vegas. You have Mandalay Bay, you have New York, you have the Waldorf Astoria, all kinds, the Cosmopolitan, Planet Hollywood behind me. You can even see Paris Hotel, Resort and Casino over there. Fantastic to have this rooftop area here at Marriott's Grand Chateau. Okay, so there you have it, what we like and what we don't here at Marriott's Grand Chateau in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Sin City, the gambling capital of the world, I guess you could say. But really not too bad of a property, just not specifically all that outstanding. But I want to know, are you planning a trip here in the near future? What do you think of this property? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out this video. And to see more videos all about timeshare, check out the description box below. For another video about Marriott's Grand Chateau, check out this one right up here, and YouTube. They think you'll like that video down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, let's make your next destination a timeshare.